So you perceive that they willing to take whatever, but for them, like I said, it's all about that person's perception. Some people don't even
I'm
look
talking
at it
about
like that.
people who see everything and know everything that's going on. I ain't talking about the people who walk around oblivious. But if it ain't happening in my face, I don't know.
No, no, no. It don't mean you're oblivious because you not worrying about it if it ain't in your face. It's just like people say when you working on yourself. I don't got time to be worried about nobody else. And when I'm really working on myself, I know when somebody else need time to work on themselves. Like, and me sitting over here beating them down for a problem they obviously already got, ain't gonna change it. So if you sitting over here just cheating on me and I decide I still want to be with you, that's my decision. It ain't for everybody else to say, hey, well, shit, you just gonna keep on taking that? Nigga, obviously, I know what she doing. You feel me? And I don't care. I love her past that shit. Or she loves him past that shit. Because at the end of the day, you gotta recognize we all got shit we gotta work on. So whether it would be cheating or somebody not having the ability to constantly sustain themselves, that's still a relationship issue. But when we start holding one above the other, that's to me when you start to get to the point it's like, okay, then what do you value in a relationship? See, then we starting to talk about a different thing because it's like, okay, I don't want this in a relationship, so I'm not gonna tolerate it. That's a different conversation than somebody saying, you know what, I care about this person to the point I don't see them and just see a cheater. You feel me? Like we have our issues, but I don't look at this motherfucker and just say, man, shit, all you do is cheat on me. You know what I'm saying? Because a relationship is more to it than that. But when you start getting the public involved or other people's opinion, and you start worrying about how other people think of it, we start taking into account you out here making a fool of me. And after so long of thinking about you making a fool of me, I gotta make a decision because you got me out here looking desperate. But if it's just y'all two, what's the desperate conversation? It's not no desperate conversation. But it's because of how the world view that shit. And like we can't deny as much as we want to talk about this person cheating, it's a community issue. You know what I'm saying? It's an issue that we have as a people if we want to act like it's an issue. And quite frankly, if you see that it's like that across the board, really is it an issue? Or is the issue that people say they spiritual, but they haven't learned to be more accepting of other people's spirituality? Some people's spirituality is to be free with themselves. Some people's spirituality is be more disciplined with themselves. Be that as it may, I can't tell neither one of them they wrong. Cause one of them might have came from a standpoint of they been so disciplined with themselves and now they experiencing what freedom really is. I mean, who are we to say who should be together? Because again, a lot of times we get with people and we probably should have just been friends. But even friends is a
You just
form of
said
a
it.
but even friends is a form of a relationship.
Yeah, like I was watching a video the other day. It's things to do to keep a relationship. You don't want to label to a friend.
I don't know why. Why you call that person your friend?
You want to sleep with your friend every night?
See, that's my thing. We have this perception. A friend does this, a friend is limited to this, the friend is limited. Like, everybody don't look at it that way. So, again, I can't take away from how you feel about your friend. That's true for you. But I also feel like if we gonna play this game of, hey, I'm gonna take into account how everybody else feel about my situation, we also got to take into account everybody don't look at their situation the same as you. So it don't do you no good to live your life based on what other people think. And a lot of that came from what other people think. We didn't come in here make up the word friends, did we? No. So somebody came and told us what friends was and explained to us what a friend consisted of, and now we trying to dictate our life based on that. No, I'm just saying basically you said laying down next to a friend. Okay, because at some point in time you develop the perception that you don't do that with a friend. Not to say it's right or wrong. But all I'm saying is look at the perception. That's your
I feel
perception. There's
like
nothing
that's
wrong with it, or it would be right if you did it the opposite way. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is just look at that thought. That's not something that was developed independently. I'm saying like if you was to ask anybody else, what do you do with friends? They would probably say the same shit. Like I ain't trying to, I'm not
a lot
trying
of
to
people feel
convince
like
you.
they fuck their they friends.
No, no, I'm not trying to convince you differently, but I'm just saying I'm pretty sure I can run across enough people to suffice to say you're not pulling that out your ass. But what I'm saying is it comes from somewhere. And a lot of times it's not our own developed thoughts. It's, oh, okay, shoot, this what a relationship. No, it ain't. That's why I say you can't be alpha or beta. You got a sigma. You got to figure out what's best for you and go forth in that manner. But if we keep on living our relationships or living our lives based on what other people think is best for us, we won't have no relationships.
That's what you do. These thoughts are put into our head as children, and then as we grow older and become adults, we decipher what we want to go with and what we feel is right, whether they told us that or not.
But how many relationships do you lose in the process?
The ones that wasn't supposed to be there in the first place. Anybody who you lose, I feel like they wasn't supposed to be in your life.
Wow.
Honestly, I really do. Unless they die. If you have a person that's walking this world today and you're not still in contact with them, that's why we have reason, season, lifetime. Everybody not in your life for a lifetime. You meet people for a reason or a season or a lifetime.
I mean, I think even that's programming because people feel like you're not supposed to be cool with motherfuckers no more.
Like you supposed to
So they don't.
somebody for the rest of your life.
I didn't say that.
Everybody you encounter
I didn't say that. I said how people end their relationships. That's been programmed in us too. Just like we feel like a friend is only supposed to do.
You feel like you supposed to, everybody that you talk to, you supposed to talk to them for the rest of your life.
Oh my God. So look, for the sake of you not trying to blanket state me, I guess so. Like I don't see why people can be friends at one point in time and never speak again. I think that shit is fake.
Because you might have did something that hurt my feelings enough that I don't ever want to speak to you again.
And if that's the case, then was we really fucking friends?
Probably not.
Exactly. Because I've been there. I've been there. I got friends that done shit I would never fucking do. But guess what? That's my fucking friend, bruh. That's to you.
When that bitch stole my fucking brand new jeans in 7th grade, I never talked to that hoe again.
Okay, I didn't say.
I thought you were my friend. I let you spend the night at my house every night. My mom took you in, and you stole from me. You're not my friend.
Okay. And even that's been programmed
Me
into
and
you.
Brittany didn't talk. That's my friend.
Even that's been programmed into you. You more accepting of other shit that people do to violate you than you are of
I'm more
certain
accepting
things.
of me and Brittany fighting because once me and Brittany, we sat down like two grown women because we were 19 at the time and we talked it out and we told each other that we loved.
Right.
That girl stole my pants and lied about it.
Your point.
Everybody is here for a reason, season, lifetime. People are here to teach us.
And you can keep the program. You can keep
People are
that.
here to teach us lessons. Not here. Everybody not
But
here
you
to stay
can
in your
listen,
life for the
G.
rest of your life. And
Listen,
that's why
G.
you probably always hurt.
I'm always.
I say probably why you'll.
I'd rather feel not feel. And quite frankly, the people that I'm talking about as far as keeping in contact with, that's my spiel. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you don't want to keep in contact with the people that you chose to take the time out of your life for, that's on you too. But at the end of the day, I value people way more. To the point I don't sit here and be like,
People here to send
hey,
lessons.
can we have a conversation?
Teachers
Because
only
we
be
not
in
gonna
our
keep
lives
on
1 year.
doing the riffraff.
Teachers only be in our lives 1 year.
Well, I'm glad you got a whole.
Grade to 7th grade.
I'm glad you got it all figured out for everybody else. So I'm glad you do.
Everybody would listen to my philosophy.
Actually, it don't fucking work like it don't. Because what makes sense for you don't make sense for the next motherfucker. So again, you gotta hear something and realize when you've been programmed to deny, you've been programmed to not even try to hear nothing else. Nothing. Because it don't fit your program. And that's a dangerous place to be. Because guess what? That program didn't come from you. So guess helping you all you want right now. But to be so closed off that you can't hear, that somebody's clearly telling you, look, bro, I don't got no problem how the fuck you want to live your life. But I'm just pointing out to you the motherfucking ley lines. I'm pointing out to you the wires that are programming you to make you feel like this is right. And it ain't necessarily right or wrong. It's what the fuck you want to go on or not. But you don't even realize you're not even making that choice. Because you too busy trying to tell me, oh, the program say this. Like, I get what the program say. You never said it, but you keep repeating to me the program.
How am I repeating to you the program?
Ways of view. If this person do it to me like this, I can accept it. But if you do it to me like this, I can't accept it. All of that's been taught to us. And that's all I'm trying to tell you.
That's true. confusing because if the examples that I just gave you in my life, I wouldn't talk to Brittany or Diamond. But I talked to Brittany because we sat down and we said, fuck the program. Just because we fought, we don't have to never talk to each other again. Let's get beyond that. And we've been the best of friends since.
All I'm saying is to pick and choose which violation is greater than the other one
That's the
is a
choice that I
program.
have on my life.
But that's a program too, though.
It's a program for you to be like, everybody can violate me and I still accept them.
I
That's
said that.
programming.
I said
Yes,
that or
yes,
no?
You did say that.
Bro, you gotta accept people who the fuck they are.
And you can choose to walk away from
I didn't
them.
sit there, bro. You the one try to put this whole blanket on me. Oh, you think you're supposed to keep in contact with everybody? Listen,
But
G.
You said you do.
I said for the sake of you trying to blanket me, yeah. It don't make no sense for people to have known each other. Then all of a sudden you can't speak because of a certain program.
What
Somebody
is the
told
program?
you,
What
oh,
what you
if somebody
violated
violates
me?
you like this, you shouldn't speak to them anymore.
You just
When
So-
we can go down the line of talking about people's personality traits, why they feel violated.
feel like
So
example. Your daughter and
again,
her cousin.
oh my God, bro.
So how
It's not the fucking same because it's a child that's supposed to be protected by adults.
I was a child when my pants were stolen from me.
Your point.
And I made that them cousins can't be around each other no more because they fight.
Right, I'm programmed. I mean, listen. Again, want to weaponize what I say to them that must have fucking hurt. I'm cool on that conversation, my nigga. Like, seriously?
What am I saying to hurt somebody's feelings?
You just tried to weaponize the fact that I told you about this program and shit, and that's been my main thing in this conversation. So you like, well, shit, I feel like it's programmed in you to separate a child from her family member who's obviously trying to abuse them.
Because I was being abused and you told me I was wrong. Stealing from me is abuse. That's a violation against my moral code. I don't steal from you. That's abuse. So why am I